In this video, I'm going to be turning this empty plot into a full-on prison with the low budget of $45,000. Okay, so I think what we're going to go for is going to be kind of like a police station. So we're going to trace it out a little bit like this. Well, first, let's fill this with walls. Hey, thank you, Corey Joel, for subscribing. By the way, guys, if you want to make it in a video, just subscribe. It's that easy. Right now we're making kind of the prison cells. Oh, it's not even. So the office will be right here, or like where you take people into the front. The most secure fence. Yeah, a Titan fence. Ooh, never mind. That might cut me back on my budget a little bit. I might just use this one. First, let's make the roof look a little bit more presentable. And we'll have this look kind of modern. But we're trying to go for realistic. We're not trying to go for like one of those maximum security prisons. No, we're trying to go for something that's very, very easy. And like, oh, I wouldn't ever want to go here. We gotta be conservative, and we gotta add a parking lot. Oh yeah, that looks sad. Okay, so now I don't want to focus too much on the outside because the main thing is the inside. So we make the first part look, pretty presentable because, some people can still visit the prison. We need a padlock sealed door. Then we add another padlock sealed door. Now this is where the transition goes from this beautiful brick to this absolute monstrosity. So let's go ahead and decorate this front area to make it look more like presentable. All right, so this is kind of what we got going on for the visiting part. But now we're gonna get onto the actual the actual prison. So this can go very, very good by being very, very bad. Now we're making the maximum security prison doors. That way, whoever prisoners get in here, they're not coming out. Let's just say that. But now let's actually work on their rooms. Let's put the most luxurious bed in the situation. You raise it up a bit. That way they have a little bit of, yeah, we put it like that. I mean, doesn't that just look amazing, right? But what would make it look even better? Some chains. So now we just have to repeat this bed for every single one of them. Okay, so now that we copied this horrible bed for every single room, now we gotta add the toilets. And I think the easiest one is to just add these. But just so they can be cleansed full, we add some wall-mounted sinks. Let's add the most boring ceiling light. Actually make these a little bit worse by adding some, some dirt stains, and even some of them growing an entire ecosystem under the bed. We won't talk about what this is right here. I think we need more dirt piles. So we use the majority of our budget right here. So I think now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to work on the outside because this will also take up a lot of budget. So I actually think this grass looks a little bit too nice. So I think what we're going to do is make it look a little bit more like a dead grass. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. We will add one basketball hoop and maybe some dumbbells like on the side right here. And I have the perfect place to store them. This looks like the perfect place to store them. Just one that isn't that good of an orange, kind of like a brown. Let's add a very comfortable bench right here. I think that's kind of enough for the outside, but we can make it look a little bit worse by having a couple of, some grass everywhere. How did this grow right there? I don't know. So now we got to actually start working on the kind of cafeteria. And I was thinking about where to put it because we kind of also need a kitchen too. So this might be a little difficult. I think we just have it literally right in the middle here. This would make no sense is why we put it right here. I had a sunset window right here. Here's where they grab their food. And we'll put the trash can right here to throw away, because they still gotta throw away their stuff. So the normal people will go through a door that maybe I might go through here. So we'll have a visitor center right here where they can kind of just talk to their loved ones that somehow made it into jail. Oh yeah. I mean, that looks really, really nice. Maybe down the hall we won't have too many lights. We'll just kind of forget about that. And we're running pretty low on budget, so I guess we're actually almost done with the entirety of this place. I think all we're going to spend our money on is some counters right here. Almost forgot that. Yeah, we want to have the dirt stains at top. There we go. Going inside, we have the prison. Yeah, look at that. The prison area, do not pick up hitchhikers. This area I spent a lot of the money on just to make it look kind of nice. So in here, we have the places where you can call the person on the other side. That's kind of where the criminals go. Not too much room because I couldn't fit too much. But going in here, we have a padlock sealed door, switching the floors, and now this is the main prison. We have a very tiny kitchen. I don't think you can actually cook anything, but we just kind of have it to show that it's there. Pizza, you can take a pizza slice, trash pretty much everywhere. And one of the main areas is the rec room or outside. Right here, we kind of have a bunch of spots where they could probably do some sit-ups. I mean, at least they have a bench they can sit on, and they can probably shoot some hoops with the basketball, or you could, I didn't mean to grab that, but you can use the weights, and you can use the basketball and just try not to shoot over the fence, or else you lose the basketball forever. So going back inside, we have the jail that everyone kind of has. So we have just these boards right here, and they don't have that good of a pillow because there is no pillow. This one, I don't know what happened to this one's sink. It got kind of dirty. But yeah, pretty much all the jails kind of look like this. It kind of just have this floating. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we just have a lot of copy and paste of jails, and this is the main lunchroom where somebody sits at. And that will be the entire tour of this prison. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you could please subscribe and like, it would mean so much to me. And make sure to watch my other videos because they're a lot like this. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!